Welcome to G.R. Emmons Photography School and applying makeup in Photoshop. This model has come to her photo shoot today without wearing any makeup, and our task today is to apply it. Let's go to Window, scroll down to Layers, click on Layers, opens up our Layers palette that holds all the images, and we're going to change that word background to original. We want to be able to save that original image, so if we ever need to do any other editing, we're going to have that original built into the Photoshop file. So we've renamed it and clicked on it. Now it says original, and now we want to make a copy of that. So we're going to click and hold on that file where it says original, and we're going to actually drag it down to that icon just to the left of that little trash can, which is the new layer icon, and we'll make an exact duplicate of that layer. Now it says original copy. We're going to double click on that, and we're going to call that base image. That will be the first image in our new project. Now these images are both together right on top of each other. We need to separate it, so go to that inverted triangle, go down to new group, and we're going to change that new group name to project. That folder is going to hold everything for our new project in it. Now we need to separate those two images, so I'm going to click and hold on that base image, and I'm going to drag that into the project folder. And you can see that it's directly under the project folder now, which means that the two images are separated. So if we ever need to access that original image, that's going to be within that file after we save it. Now let's go ahead and let's start to apply makeup to this image. First thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make another layer. So I click and release on base image, go down to the new layer and click on that. It adds a new layer above it, and let's name that by clicking on the label there, lips. That will hold all the paint information for the lips. So we're going to put that on a separate layer so it gives us the ability to edit it and also change the way it looks. Now let's enlarge her face so that we have a bigger area to work with. Hold down your control key, and you're going to hit the plus key up above. And what that's going to do, it gives you keyboard access to make this image larger. We can also go over to that zoom tool, which looks like the small magnifying glass. Click on that, bring it over to her lips, and click directly on her lips. Makes them larger also. And if we want to move that, we can hold down our space bar, click on the screen, and it turns it into a hand, and you can drag that image anywhere you want. By learning these keystrokes, it's going to make you faster in Photoshop. Now we're ready to paint. Click on that colored square in the tool menu, and it opens up a box of all the colors that are in Photoshop. And we're going to change that to red because red works for me. Click OK. Go up to the paintbrush on the tool palette. Click on that and go to brush tool. And we're going to go over to her lips, and we're going to right click so we can resize that brush tip to the correct size. Now that we've done that, that's going to allow us to apply paint properly on her lips. As you apply paint, what you want to do is to cover as much area as you can without overpainting if possible. I'm going to show you a way that allows you to overpaint and then correct that later on. The other thing you want to do is as you paint, when you click and hold your mouse, do not release the key. Make it one stroke and one color, because if you do overpaint it, what happens is it'll change the tone. Right in the corner of her lip here, I'm going to make a purposeful error so I can show you how to correct that, and maybe even an easier way for you to paint a larger area without being overly careful. Again, I'm finishing this off all with one stroke. I go up to the top, I right click, I resize that brush tip so it's a bit smaller. And now I can fill in that area up on top with her lip. That works. And now I'm going to correct that area on the right hand side that I purposely overpainted. Let's go over to the eraser tool, click on that. And now I can click and hold and erase away that extra lipstick that I put on her lips. The reason I can do that is because I put all that color in that lips layer. And that's the beauty of Photoshop. It allows me to make those corrections with its layer tools. Now if I go to where it says normal and scroll down to soft light, look how I can make the texture of her lips come through, so now it looks like lipstick. Let's resize the image by doing a Control-0, and there you have it. You have lipstick. Last thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Save As, save it as a Photoshop file, so you'll be able to access all the images in there a little bit later on. Thanks for watching G.R. Emmons Photography School, and have a great day.